Did you know if Wonder Woman gets tied up by a man, she loses all her powers and becomes totally helpless and obedient? And guess what? In the comics, she gets tied up a lot. I don't know why, but it seems like most writers love to express their fetishes and sexual fantasies through this character. Sometimes she steps on Batman and demands him to lick her thighs. Sometimes she gets her costume stolen by Harley, so she has to fight while being naked. And sometimes she gets this treatment by Cartoon Network of all places.
Oh, hell no, man.
Like Wonder Woman Earth 1 is basically about her becoming a tricks and have Amazonians enslave all mankind, and it was portrayed like it was a good thing. And I can't tell if this panel is really horny or really racist. But jokes aside, as influential as she was for the female empowerment and feminist movement, one can't help but notice the roots of her sexualization goes all the way back to 1941, the year she was created. William Moulton Marston, the creator of Wonder Woman, had a deep-rooted and BDSM fetish, so he made sure Wonder Woman was tied up in provocative positions in every, and I mean every comic he was putting out. He persisted that women enjoy submission, and when the first female editor at DC took issue with how Wonder Woman's being treated, he just shrugged it off as, nah, she's new to the industry, she wouldn't get it. It got to a point where DC higher-ups had to remind him that these comics are made for children, so you gotta cool it with the whole bondage thing. But according to him, it wasn't just a thing. He believed bondage was a symbol of feminism, and it stands for women breaking the shackles of patriarchy, and believed his Wonder Woman is the type of woman that should run the world. He was a bit of a perv, but you can't deny that Mr. Marston was an interesting person, to say the least. He was a self-proclaimed feminist, he was a professor, he was the guy who invented the lie detector, which was referenced as Wonder Woman's lasso of truth in the comics. He also self-inserted a lot of the events of his private polyamorous life that he had with his wife and his student in his Wonder Woman comic. Like, his story is so interesting that Hollywood decided to make a movie based off of his life and how he created Wonder Woman. Though most of the stuff said in the movie was either made up or greatly over-exaggerated. Like, Wonder Woman wasn't the first female superhero. That title belongs to Phantoma and Magician from Mars. Also, people weren't beating the guy up or burning his comics just because he got on Maine. There were plenty other weirder stuff in the old comics. And if those stuff actually happened, DC would have fired him immediately, since having a controversial writer at the time would have been a pretty bad look for DC company. But the truth is, he laid the ground for everything that came afterward for Wonder Woman. And he was also the reason Wonder Woman became a feminist icon in the first place. Until they decided her dress is too revealing and she's actually a symbol of oppression. But I'm curious to know what you guys think of him. Please let me know in the comments below, like and subscribe to all the good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.